We are out in the Central Valley and it is windy and it is crazy, and we're gonna hunt some jaspers and see what we find. I hope you can hear me. And yeah, we got some big, beautiful gravel beds to go through here. So let's see what we get up to. I'm gonna try and shoot in between the wind here. These gravel beds are just absolutely loaded with jaspers of every flavor. So I'm going to try and show you a lot of those flavors here. It's just beautiful. Look at that mix. Insane colorations to choose from here. And just jasper, jasper, jasper. Every third chunk. So we really have to do some hydrating. It's going to be part of the mission. Yeah, what I'm filming, I just feel like I should show you the variety that's laying around. I love your guys' dumps. Everybody went out to the levees and dumped their stuff. You can see it glistening in the sun. And if you walk along, there's little pieces of well, this is definitely like a Vaseline or whatever you call it, but it's like a uranium enriched glass that will phosphoresce, and I happen to collect it. And they're shiny stuff. Now my rule is you don't dig at people's banks, because not in these locations. This isn't like a bottle dump dig spot, so please don't do that. But you can see every year a little bit gets washed out, and you can definitely walk along and pick up some of the sharp glass out of the river, because these are still hopefully common sense zones, you know. Nobody would cite you for that. Oh, and a horseshoe. That's always awesome because it's local from the area, from the settlers and the people who developed the land. So not all horseshoes are that special. And they only go for a little ways here. There might be 10 of them along here. They tend to be where the fords and the crossings were, and the back of ranches and all that kind of stuff. Anyhow, just wanted to show that because I keep spotting glistening things and then going up, and it's like just fun stuff. Oh, there's the layer there. A little bit of uranium coming out. We'll leave that. Jasper. Look at that. That's cray cray. The agates down in there. I think that one's just going straight in the box. For sure. Send these out to some people and let them see what's inside. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's look at the wind is blowing me all around, but this thing's got some insanity going on. Then we go into the reds. Do the backside. Reds. You'll get just perfect consistent slabs out of that too. Boom. Okay. That is some beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful chunk of green jasper. Look at that wet again. Things are drying out quick because they're in the sun out here. But look at that green. It's a little duller on that side. I'm not sure if it's stained from being moss side up, but loving that. And just see off in the distance. This is, what are we looking at? We got red. What do you use? We got red. Some sort of other crazy pattern. Bunch of hematite stirred in. And then over to this one. I mean, you want to flip a lot of these because they can be crazy, crazy poppies, you know? Like my dollar store Jazzily Jimmy. That's how much Jasper there is out here. We're just searching and searching and searching. This is a really nice Jaspagette. I just found another nice one and I put it out as a short so you won't even see it in this video. And they're just nice minute-long to 3-minute-long things, and perfect for coffee quick before you head out in the morning, stuff like that. Here's this nice yellow Jaspagette. The one I just showed was even nicer than this. But look at these colors in here, these yellows. Almost to the moss level. All the reds. A lot of white quartz in this one. Instead of calcetony film. And they're just these absolute little lenses of goodness when you find them out here. There's just too much. I'm gonna have to probably make this into a 2-parter, 2 half hours or something. Because I just, for people who live in California, you may have seen a lot of these mixes, but for people outside the state and people like me that just only get to pass through this particular area here and there, I found another little spot, like a bamboo crawler, and yeah, look at that. That's just some. That's some pretty stuff right there, I do tell you. Pretty stuff. I love these chunks of shirt in the background. These things are ridiculous, and they're just these beautiful greens out here. Boulder of that. Boulder of that. That green under there. Lord. Okay. What do we do? Okay, a cool little, we'll call it confetti patterning on this one. Alright, that's pretty fun. If you're trying to camouflage yourself to hide out in Jasper land, this would be the camouflage that you would wear. The back sides of it's a little, I guess it's the same patterning. Just looked rough at first and didn't have as much of that going on. And then I wanted to show you right here, and the red behind it, but look at that pattern. That's pretty wild. It's a nice stone too, the way it's shaped and everything already. Brachiated. Jaspers there, little pieces of mud all ripped apart and filled in with silicates. But the separation in between the parts of the jasper and the quartz crystal infill is pretty awesome. And if you look close, the quartz is all patterned out agate style, you know. And the lines almost not banding, but crystal growing out from the edges. So pretty cool on those two. And just right over here, I love lighting these up, but this is one of these true jaspers. And yeah, look at the look of it before you even get it wet, you know? It's just this little gemstone laying there. You see the shine of that. Compared to maybe some of the other jaspers that are just a little bit rougher. Now that would be a beautiful red right there for sure, but you see that already kind of glistening there? And then we get it wet. And it's like, I am NorCal Jasper good. Sorry, I had to hype this little guy up a little bit. He was feeling small, and I was like, no. Wait till they see your colors. Alright? The rips and tears in there, all full of calcetony. Yeah, that's a nice little nugget. Go in a pile here. That's pretty. Look at that right there, that crazy gob of, look at all the different lines going through it. That's crazy. Let's get this wet for sure. Like right here. Oh yeah. Goodness, just absolute goodness. This time of year, if you have the water, you can keep dipping them and then they won't dry out on you. So bad. And I noticed being right down by the water allows the autofocus to not struggle at all. So tip for you all out there in the environment. 9 seasons of shooting rocks. Finally learning a couple of tricks. That's one of them. Make sure your background's at the same level as your thing so your autofocus doesn't struggle. Get all the colors of Jasper. It's crazy. Go roll this one over. Oh, nice colors. Beautiful stuff. It crossed all the way around it. And then red, yellow jasper. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff right there. Crazy piece of jasper. It's got a little bit of staining on there, but look at the patterns. That is wild. Wild. Look at just look at the patterns. It's like it was a stone out of an alien ship's dashboard or something. Wow. And you see the layering and stuff going on down in the brachiation. This is so windy, I hope I'm going to be able to show you this. Ah, that's yellow. That's ooh. Let's dip this one and look at it. Nice, beautiful red with some very distinct lines. Crystalline quartz running through there. One is a medallion already in the making. Look at it. Watch. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Look. That is just ridiculous. Look at this. Wow. Look up in here. Yeah. That is crazy. Look at the colors and the patterns in that. If you would. Wild. And just the shape of it. Come on, you could polish that and just go. There is some jasper. Just gets better and better every time. I love this stuff. Okay. We're getting closer to the end of this hunt. As far as part one, the walk back will probably be part two. I hope you don't mind, but this is going to be a half an hour or more of goodness. I don't know. But yeah. And I've already pulled a bunch of shorts out, like I said, that will be separate from all these that won't be in here that have incredible stuff too. One every day at least, sometimes two, for the rest of the year. Look at this chunk of jasper sticking out of here. See the shininess of it, the smoothness. See all the little agates already you can see in it. Look at this color and you can just see the gemminess. Look at that. Oh, there it is. It's the back half of one of those lenses, but you see the shine again. Look at that big conchoidal fracture on there. Definitely, we're gonna go get this wet right now. That's actually big. Look at the smooth breaks on there. So I mean about the high silicate of this stuff. Just right. Let's go get that wet. That's crazy. Look at that. You see the difference? Just look at the insanity of that. Steady my arms on my knees here. That is crazy, right? That one's just going in the box too. Look at the colors.